good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are doing fine. So we have come to the end of the unit, which is called as the challenges in improving the yield of the crop, right? So what are the challenges you face in improving the agricultural production, yield of the crops, and also apart from whatever we have learned, we also will try to learn one more word here, that is the hybridization. So now what is a hybrid? What is a hybrid? Now let me tell you an example here, right? For example, there are two plants here. There are two plants here, and one plant has some two qualities and the other has some two qualities which are desirable qualities. Okay, these are the desirable qualities. So now you actually wanted these four qualities to be one plant. So what happens here is we'll go ahead with the cross pollination here. Okay, and what is the plant which you get from this cross pollination? If you keep the seed and all, it grows. This plant will have these four qualities, and these plants are superior to that of the perennial plants. So these two perennial plants has only two qualities here, but whereas this plant which has come out now will have the most desirable characters. So what are the characters you desire, they will have them. So that kind of plants are usually called as the hybrids. They are called as the hybrids. So if you come to the page number 125, we have a very good information regarding the hybridization. So I'll just read it out. All of you come to the page number 125 and check it out. Okay, so if you go on seeing them, so we'll go ahead, I'll just read out the things for you. So in the recent times, biologists the biotechnologists here, the persons who they usually study the biotechnology, and they will use the technical methods in raising the crops and also the best varieties of the crops, and also by using the biotechnological methods. So those people are called as the biotechnologists. So they have high yielding varieties of different crops producing particularly fruit, grains and vegetables by using hybridization methods and genetic engineering techniques. Okay, so by using the hybridization method and as well as the engineering techniques and all, so they are able to develop the seeds which are having the desirable characters, which are having the characters which are which we desire. So for example, let me tell you this one. Just assume that there is a tree of mango tree. Okay, there's a mango tree here, and this mango tree has fruits, right? And okay, now you just see here, this is also mango tree. It has fruits, right? But see here, the difference is that this particular mango tree is very tall, and the fruit which comes here is a very nice one. Okay, it's a fleshy fruit. Okay, but it's not sweet. Here, this is also a tree here. It also gets fruits here, but this fruit, it's not that fleshy, but it is sweet, and also the tree is not that tall, it is a bit short. So now here, what is your desired character when you look at this example? So here the desired character is we want a short tree, okay, with good flesh and also sweetness. But these all three characters are not in the same plant here. So they are in different plants here, right? So that's why now what we will do is we will try to cross-pollinate these plants and all. We'll get a seed and all which will have the desired characters. So biotechnological methods, or the people who study biotechnology, so what they strive hard is that they will develop the seeds which are having the desired characters. That is how they provide the seeds which are having the desired characters. Okay, so now we come to the second paragraph. Tomatoes are soft and fleshy, but they're not suitable to preserve more than a week of time. So if the tomato is if it is somewhat hard and fleshy, you can able to preserve it. If it is very it's not that soft and also it's not hard at all, it will get spoiled in no time. So biotechnological methods, biotechnologists are making methods in such a way that the tomato will stay strong, hard, so that you can preserve it for more time. And also because of this technique, they have developed these seedless fruits. Pomegranate, you can see the seedless fruits, right? And then in grapes also we can see the seedless grapes and all. So papaya also you can see which doesn't have the seeds, and also this process is called as the parthenocarpy. So, and come to the section B here, that is biotechnologists develop hybrid varieties by crossing between two plants which have genetically different characters. That is what we have discussed now. They'll have the different characters here, and thus they will try to develop the new varieties which have the different character, which have the characters of the two different plants, and also that is how they'll make the desired variety here. Hybridization is a process which is used in a high yielding variety of rice for commercial production, and that started in the year 1911. Okay, so here whatever the hybrid varieties we are producing here, by the hybridization techniques and the genetic genes, right now using the genes which is called as genetic engineering methods and all, they are high yielding plants. They can yield much yield than that of the normal methods, and also moreover they are disease resistant. So what do you mean by disease resistant here? That means they are resistant to many diseases, right? For example, no children, so let me tell you an example here. Yesterday I forgot to tell this point. The point is that, see, if you there are some crop plants here, okay, and there are some insects which are eating these crop plants or leaves and all. So if you keep on spraying some insecticides, first time they will die. So if there are some 100 insects and all, right, okay, some 80 will die and 20 will remain. Okay, next time again this 20 will reproduce and they will lay the eggs and all, and again they will become 100. So again, if you spray these insecticides, okay, 40 will die and 60 will remain. So why they are remaining like that? The reason behind that is they are becoming resistant to that particular diseases. So like particular insecticides and whatever you are spraying here, so maybe insecticides or the pesticides and whatever you are using, the insects are becoming resistant. In the same way, to overcome that, we are making a seed which is disease resistant. By using this hybridization method and all, we can make a seed which is absolutely disease resistant, where the plant is able to resist many diseases. So there is no need for us to keep on spraying the pesticides or the insecticides, because it is absolutely disease resistant variety. And also these kind of plants which we grow through the hybridization, they can withstand even if there is a low rainfall, even though the rains are very low, even though there is water facility is also very low, scarcity of water and also, but still these plants are able to stay, and also they'll be able to grow in a normal way and all. So, and moreover, they can also grow in the acid soils. Even the scarcity of water, even the acid soils also, these varieties are able to grow. That is how the hybridization method itself is very good. Okay, so, and now the basic thing is that even we can also make the hybrid varieties at our home. So that there's a very simple process here to work out. So if you work out on that, you can definitely get some nice hybrid varieties of seeds at your home and all. Okay, so for that, in page number 126, they have given a small experimental note. So we'll just go ahead with that. If you want to make your own hybrid flower, you need to do the following, but it is a time consuming process and need patience. So if you want to go ahead with this kind of process and all, it's a very time consuming one. It will consume your time, and also it's a very lengthy process. So what you need is the patience. Okay, for this you need red color and yellow color Chandrakanta plants. Okay, what you need is Chandrakanta plant which has the red color and also the yellow color, right? And select 5 to 6 red flowers in the plant. So if you want to go ahead with that, you have to select a plant which has some 5 to 6 red color flowers, and also remove all the other flowers of that plant. So just make sure that you only 5 to 6 will remain on the plant, and the rest of the flowers in all you remove that. Now you take each flower, remove stamens carefully. So what you have to do is here, you have to remove the stamens very carefully. So what are stamens here? So if you see a flower, This is the ovary, style, and stigma. And these are the stamens. Stamens are the male reproductive parts in the flower. Whereas this stigma, style, and ovary, this is the female reproductive system. So what we are doing here is we are removing this male reproductive system. We are removing all the stamens from that particular plant here. Okay, I've selected red flower for pollination. So after that you can go ahead with the pollination. So these flowers bloom in the evenings and fall in the next morning. So what these flowers will do is they will bloom in the morning, right? And then in the evenings away, and when it becomes morning and all, they will completely fall down. Tie a tag with a thread loosely to the pollen flowers to avoid confusion in identifying these flowers for seeds in the next few days. Within a week days, you will get the black seeds. Keep them other 2 weeks to dry and sow them in a pot. Take care to grow the plants until the flower. Observe the color of the flower. So how are they? Record your findings at every step and discuss with your teacher. You know it's a time-consuming and patiently job. Think how the scientists work for. So here, when you do this experiment and all, you should be, the person said that you should have a lot of confidence also at the same time, a lot of patience to do this. So better you try this at your home, and because it is a pandemic situation is going on, so you have a lot of time to go ahead. So you can do this experiment without any second thoughts, and also you do it and try to get a positive result. So if you get any kind of these flowers and all, then you post it in the group. Okay, that's all for today, children. See you all. See you tomorrow. Have a great day.